Good morning, you guys. Nice to see you this morning. Hi there, I'm Lori Winslow, and I am with Rain or Shine Chalk Design. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I am here this morning to do a project with you. I notice my lighting looks a little dark. I'm going to see if I can work on that. Let's see if we can open up some window here. Oh, that helps. Add a little light. This side of the room seems a little dark. Sorry about that. I think as the light changes, kind of have to adjust. Good morning, Christy. Nice to see you here this morning. All right, so this morning we have a fun bee project. So I'm going to turn you down so you can see what's going on. You don't really need to see my face. You need to see the project area. All right, well, what is today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday? Happy Tuesday. What day is it, you guys? Oh, seriously, I am like in a fog. No, it is Tuesday. Thanks. All right, that's right. It's garbage day. It's Tuesday. Sorry about that. I have been kind of running around this morning, getting ready, and my brain is a little discombobulated. All right, so let's start with this lovely board. Good morning, Linda. Nice to see you this morning. Let's start with this board. So I'm really excited about the color that I was able to get on this board. This was a tag that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it was, on a big sale. I don't even remember the design that was on this side, to tell you the truth. I think it might have been one of those letters, and it had the little wreath around the outside. But I painted over that with a kind of a tan. Then I didn't really like the tan. I did that weeks ago, and so I kind of just left the board. And then I saw an idea that's similar to what I'm going to do today, and thought, ooh, I need to find some yellow. So I grabbed just some acrylic yellow paint. This is actually leftover paint from my daughter's painting days. And I just painted the whole board yellow. I did 2 coats and let it dry. And then I got this antique wax. I just got this, and I've been kind of playing around with it, and that's what gives this aged effect. I did sand the edges, I sanded the middle, and then I put the antique wax over it, and that's what gives you this kind of rich, warm brown around the edges and in the middle of the project. So I mostly focused around the outside. It can get really dark. There were some areas that were dark, and I just took a paper towel with a little water and just rubbed off the areas that I didn't want that much of the dark. Then I just I just buffed the surface, and now I have a nice surface for chalking on, and I really like the rich color that I have. Good morning, Sally. Nice to see you here. All right, so this is going to be our project today. We're going to use this nice, deep, rich yellow board, and you guys know I love yellow. If yellow is not your thing, you could totally do a different color. I like the yellow because I am going to do, a bee, so it's going to pop off of there nicely. And I'm going to use black, and that's going to pop off nicely. So the first thing I want to do is I have this little, so these are all the pieces. It's going to say Hive Rules. So it's kind of like the rules of your house. Humble and kind. Be happy. And I want to use these little crowns to kind of indicate each rule. And then we'll have a little bee down here. But before I put those on, I want to start with a layer of this honeycomb. I think a little honeycomb effect would be fun to have a couple of those. I have a kind of a design in mind, but I don't really have it all laid out. So I'm going to kind of experiment. So I have my first transfer is the honeycomb, and I'm going to fuzz it. It's not super sticky. That's interesting. They're normally pretty sticky, but sometimes batches aren't as sticky as others. So I'm going to put this down here. So how's everybody doing? We're into summer. You guys enjoying? We've had really, my paste is really dry. I'm going to add some water. And this is our lighter yellow. It's not a rich dark yellow like this, but I want it to be a contrast so you could see it. So I'm just going to do this light yellow. I don't want it to be the first thing that catches your eye. I want it to be a subtle, the honeycomb I want it to be kind of subtle. You notice it as you start looking at the project. But here in the Pacific Northwest, if you live here, we are having some glorious, glorious days. I'm spending my days in the garden, and I'm loving it. We're battling weeds. It's our first year for this garden plot. So we have grass that's really viciously trying to return, and we have blackberry vines, which kind of ring our property, and they are amazing little, clever little weeds. Those blackberry vines. We planted raspberry vines or plants, and the raspberry has a very similar leaf to the blackberry. And as we got to looking at our raspberry plants, some of them were dead, and not a ton, but a few. But we were tricked because it looked like it had a green leaf, and those blackberries had popped up right where those raspberry plants were. So they're incredible. And they are reliving just, their best life, because we have a drip line out in our raspberries, and they were just loving, the things that we were giving them the water and giving them the fertilizer. They were happy little plants until we caught onto their plan. But the best we can do right now really is just cut them back. So, but in other news, the raspberry plants for the most part are doing well, and we're getting a few raspberries even. This is our first year to have them, so we weren't sure if we'd get any raspberries. How about you guys? Do you have a garden, or do you have flowers or anything in your yard that you take care of? Tell me about your yard. What's going on in your yard this summer? If you're not a yard person, tell me what you're spending your days on. I've never really been a yard person. Our kids played soccer, and we always joked that we didn't do our yard, we did soccer. Which is just kind of a cop-out for not taking care of your yard. I realize that. All right, so we have a little bit of a honeycomb down there. I think I'm going to make another honeycomb up here. I don't know. I didn't want it to look too staged, but at the same time, I don't really know how to make it any other way. If I put that on there, then I'm going to lose some of my... Yeah, I don't want to spend my whole time doing honeycomb. This is going to be kind of a multi-layer process, so I think I'll put another one up here. Let's see. Let me figure this out real quick. And don't worry, if I get some paste on there, I can always take it off. Let's take a look, because I think I want to put hive rules right over that honeycomb. And then we'll have humble and kind and be happy. Yeah, I think that'll be good. All right, well guys, let's see. Charlie likes to walk in our yard and pick raspberries. Yeah, for sure. She has gotten all of them so far. I'm sorry to hear that, except I'm happy that Charlie's getting his due of the raspberries. Yeah, we've been kind of battling the birds with our raspberries. We suddenly have a population of blackbirds who've shown up, I think because of all the activity in the garden. I haven't really noticed them out there before that. The robins are enjoying our blueberries. Oh, Christy, you're feeding all of the animals. You're so helpful. How do your blueberries do, Christy? Because I really want to do blueberries, but my husband's convinced they don't grow well. But I'm thinking next year I'm going to give it a try. If your robins are enjoying them, they must be growing. And how long have you had them? Like, have they been established for a while? I'm really curious about blueberries. Because I've got raspberries, I've got strawberries, and I really want to get blueberries next, if we can find a way to grow them. I've been pretty impressed with our soil, though. We amended our soil where the berries were going to be. We focused on that since those would be coming back. So we invested in the soil there, but we did not. All right, so I've got my transfer. I'm going to throw that in the water over here. I'm trying to show you guys how I clean my transfers today. I haven't shown you in a while. Yeah, so we just amended the soil for those things. We're gardening in the same place where my husband used to garden years ago. He just hasn't gardened in a while, and so we're finding that the soil is still in pretty good shape, and we're pretty happy about that. All right, so I'm going to let these two spaces dry. I can work on these other things. I think I want the little crown to indicate kind of like 1 and 2. 5 years, gotten berries every year. Nice. Lots of water. Yeah, that's what my husband was saying. Delicious. Awesome. Well, I think next year I'm going to invest in some blueberries because we will have invested. We've got a really good raspberry crop, a good number of raspberries. I'm going to do black on the lettering, guys. I want it to pop. I really want it to pop off. So I'm going to show you, I can do 2 of these. I can do it twice without washing my transfer. I just have to be careful I keep the paste off of my hands. Well, I'm glad to hear that you figured out how to grow the blueberries. I might have to visit with you next year, Christy, and get some tips for what you guys do. And our corn is just going crazy out in the back. So this is nothing bad happened. It's just the stencil or the transfer is made that way. It's got some positive space inside the transfer, so it's not a super solid look. It looks a little aged. All right, so I've got my black, got my crowns. All right, and I do want to use that crown again, so I'm not gonna wash it. I'm just gonna lay it over here. I found if I wash it, it's too wet. I can't get it dry enough for it to really be happy. Well, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my place for my black. So that's one of the things about these transfers is they do need to be dry before you use them. If they're wet, they tend to let the water or the ink or the paste seep under. They need a nice tight seal. And I don't think this is going to stick too hard, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just put it right down. I got this from a friend. She had 2 of them and she didn't want it, so I bought it from her. But it's not very sticky, which is okay. All right, so humble and kind, be happy. Well, I'm interested in doing some workshops, and what that would look like would be me coming to your space, or you coming to my space if your space doesn't work, and you inviting, 3, 4, 5 friends. I think we can have that many people right now together. And you get to pick the project. We have some different projects for workshops to pick from. You picked the project that you would like to do, and then there's a set price for whatever that project is. You guys get to have kind of a get together. I show up and help kind of teach how to do the project, walk you through it. Everybody goes home with a completed project, and if people want to order other things, they can. If they just want to do the project, they can. It's just kind of a way to introduce Chalk Couture to your friends. And if you like Chalk Couture and want other people to get the experience, or you just want to get your friends together. I know we haven't really been able to do that. If you want kind of an excuse to get together, this could be a fun excuse. So if you think that sounds like fun, I'd love for you to drop me a message, or if you want to just put workshop down in the comments, I'd be happy to get back with you and we could talk about what would work for you. I'm looking to start booking as early as the last week in July. I think we could get our materials by then, and into August. So the whole month of August and July is what I'm looking to do. I want to kind of see how this works, if it's something that works out for me, you, whoever's wanting to do it. I wanted to try it out. So if that sounds interesting to you, drop me a note. I'd love to talk about it. Let's see how our schedules might match up. All right, and I'm going to throw the bee over here, just kind of willy-nilly. Awesome, Christy. I will tell you that I think, $20, $25 is probably where it starts. So I think that's, pretty doable price, and you get a pretty nice product. You can upgrade if you want a different surface or that sort of thing. So that's kind of the price range that I'm thinking to start at. But we could definitely work on that. And of course, a hostess gets her stuff for free. And then if you have friends that order stuff, of course you earn more free things. Incentive for you. Ooh, I love that bee. I do want to use the bee again, so I'm going to scoot him over here. I made a tag, and it's kind of in the shape of our hexagons for the, so I think I'm going to put that up here, trying to decide, but I don't think I will wash this guy. I think I will let him sit over here, out of the way, so that I can reuse him if I decide to. The other thing I can do is we could do a virtual meetup. So if you are still worried about having friends, having people in your home, we could totally do, I could do a live, and you know, we could do that with your friends. You could play your live, however that works for you. It's a little more techy. We could even do a Google Meet or something like that. But that way you could have people even out of state, they could join to do that together. I think the possibilities are pretty endless, so think about it. And the new catalog comes out tomorrow. It opens up, or the catalog's out, but the ordering from the new catalog starts tomorrow. So that's pretty cool. I have a video on my page of the catalog. If you're interested, watch that video and you'll be able to see all the new cool stuff. Stuff for Halloween and Christmas is on there. Good morning, Shelley. Thanks for joining. Right now we are definitely the Hazelwood crew on here, guys. That's awesome. Thank you guys for supporting my page and checking it out. I appreciate that. All right, so far, this is where we're at. I think that is fun. Now, I've been kicking around the idea of, should this be a different color? It is kind of blah with that brown. What do you guys think? Should I paint this white and make it really pop off of there? Should I paint it black? I may have to wait on this. I'm not sure that I'm sold on the necessity of it even. Looking at this, what do you guys think? Do you think it needs a tag? Give me some thumbs up if you think it needs that hexagon tag. Give me, you could give me mad faces if you think that it doesn't need it. I've got some bigger jute here. I think I'm going to make a rope hanger. And let's take a look at it and see what we think. Or a ribbon. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. What do I have for ribbon that could go in there? It's kind of a small hole. Let's see. Let me see. What is a cool ribbon that could go in there? Let's see. I've got some of this big black and white. Buffalo check. What do you think of that? White or no tag? Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Linda. I kind of think that brown just gets lost. Kind of like that black and white. What do you think? I was so kind of focused on the how much I loved the color of the yellow. I think I kind of lost out on the planning phase of what's next. All right, let's try. I've got a pretty good size hole here. I'm gonna try pushing that through. So I haven't planned this part out, guys. You are definitely working with me here to come up with the plan. But you know, that's the way crafts work. You just kind of work it. Figure out what looks good as you go. I think I should have done that the other way. I don't like the way that looks. Well, are we all patiently waiting for school to start, guys? Or impatiently waiting to find out? I think that's where I'm at. I think I'm impatiently waiting to find out what the plan is for the fall. I've seen several people post that they're kind of having the back to school nightmares, but we're not supposed to be having those right now. It's too early, but I think we're all there. And I guess there's no way to get around it. I'm gonna have questions. The hole's kind of too small to really see our plaid. Well, I still think it's pretty cute. Whoops, I'm holding it up too high for you guys. Good morning, Rhonda. Glad you're here this morning. Alright, so far, now it kind of looks like it needs something here, doesn't it? I guess I could do a bow and make it hang down. Boy, now that I had plans for the tag, and I'm not putting it there, now we kind of have a space up here. Let's make a quick little bow and see if we like that. Make a center. I'll do this where you guys can see me. So this is a wired ribbon. So I like to make a little, that's going to be my center. Make a little bow to each side. Let's see. Bigger's always better, right? If you're going to do a bow, do a bow. So what do you guys think? If you scrunch it like that. And then let's do like a faux tails. Good morning, Kathy. I know it's this transfer, guys. That's what makes this so cute, is this transfer is just really cute. I've just been so impressed with the things that come out of this company. Definitely just on point for, you know, what's trending, and just so cute. All right, I think that might be what we need to finish this off. What do you guys think? You guys probably have to see it to know. I need a zip tie, so let me grab a zip tie. Hopefully they're where they're supposed to be. I can find them easily over here in my pile of goodies. Hey. All right. Okay, so we have I'm holding my bow together like this. And I'm going to push this over a little bit. I was looking a little out of balance. I put my little piece back here, and that becomes my tail. Buffalo plaid and bees. Me too. What is it with the buffalo plaid? I know some people say they're getting tired of it, but oh my, I just love buffalo plaid. I'm sure I'll love whatever comes next too. Well, maybe. For the most part, that kind of stuff I like. Alright, and then I tie my zip tie. Get it nice and firmly planted. Uh-oh. I'm losing my piece. I'm going to have to redo that, guys. I'm losing my middle piece. Going to have to snip it and try again. I lost my middle part of my bow. I scooted too far. There we go. But that's no problem. I can just begin again. Alright, so I'll wrap that a little bit better. Can you guys see what I'm doing with the bow? And these are, again, these are bows that I see on this young guy who does wreath making. Have you guys watched him at all? Nick's Seasonal Design, I think is his channel, or his Facebook page. And I can advertise for him because he just sells totally different things. He just sells his wreaths. But what I love about him is that he is a great teacher. He really does teach you how to make the wreaths, and he teaches you how to make the bows. So he's been a great resource for me. Alright, so now I'm tightening that up. Of course, you don't have to have a zip tie. A piece of jute, piece of yarn, anything you have would be fine. Okay, so now I have my bow and I can fluff it, make it the way I want it. So if you're just popping on, I am going to start workshops. I want to start the last week in July, and all the way into August. So if you are interested in getting your friends together and doing, we could do a project at your place, we could do a project here at my place. If you don't live here in Washington State, or even if you do, we could do a virtual project, and it works very simply. We just order what you need, we get it sent to you, and then I set up a live, or we could set up a Google Meet if you want it to just be a little more exclusive to us, and then we do our project together. So I'll show you how to do it. I'll help your friends. The nice thing about these projects is if somebody messes up, we just wash everything and we start again. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. I'd really love to set that up and get that going with you. Alright, so I think we're going to work it like that. I will tie this on to my... I'll probably just hot glue it, guys. I'll hot glue it. I don't have my hot glue ready, but I think we'll just do it like that. Thanks. I'm glad you guys like it. Guys, this is totally achievable. This is not hard. It's what I love about this product is it makes a really nice finished product. And I have not been doing, I mean, I've been playing around with this for about 6 months, but it's not really even the time that makes it work. It's just that these transfers are so easy to use. They are so well made. They're such a great design. You get the inspiration just from looking at the transfers, really. So anyway, thanks guys. I'm so glad that you hopped on with me today. If you didn't get to watch the whole thing, go back and watch the replay. I'm also on YouTube now, so if you prefer watching on YouTube, I'm over there on Rain or Shine Chalk Design. Look me up. If you want to hit the like and subscribe, that helps my channel over there. But I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me this morning. Thanks for visiting. That was awesome. Let's see. Gone the last half of July, first half of August. Going to Nashville. Oh, nice. I'm glad you're getting to get out. That's awesome. Oh, you got your monthly transfer yesterday? Wow, that was a while, Kathy. Sorry that took so long to get to you, but I'm glad you got it. I think that is such a cute transfer. Our monthly Chalk Couture transfer is what Kathy's talking about, and that is the one with the globe, and it says, Let's Get Lost. That's in my list of videos if you haven't seen that one. That's a really fun transfer too. And that's part of our monthly club. So people who really like Chalk Couture and they want to get a transfer each month, you can be part of that. It's $20 a month, and you get a transfer and 3 chalks. So it's kind of a fun way to get a different transfer each month. All right, guys, I think I've told you all I wanted to tell you for today. Thanks again for joining, and make sure you make it a great day. Take care, guys. Bye.